Dropping from 60%. Dead is getting fairly low here too. 38% here. Jack to a 60%. A nice heal popping right there. And the full stun. Ice blocks that stun. Beautiful play. Very aggressive as well. Dead is now at 12% health. Polymorphing pet as well. This mage is a god. Gets a full trap. Mending bandage coming out from Dead. Jack was just in frozen like Elsa. Dead healed up to 50% health. Trying to block all the damage much as possible. Pushing into Dead. Dead might be just dead here. Dropping so low. No more cooldowns. But gets a freeze trap. Mending bandage but gets cancelled due to Nether Tempest. Such a feels bad, man. Dead trying to get away much as possible. Disengages, throwing bombs like Scoops right now. Just getting stunned. Blinks out of that stun immediately. Dead popping burst to counter pressure him, but Jack with those fatty shields must stun that fatty shield right now. Aspect of the Eagle is going on, but damage might just kill Dead, so he's trying to pressure as much damage as he can. Dead at 1%, getting into that trap. Nether Tempest not being able to bandage, 2% health. Ladies and gentlemen, can Dead survive this damage? Jakku trying to get there, but the Tartar slowing and polymorphing the pet, both at similar HP. Jakku might get trapped again. Trap is coming back in cooldown. Then now kiting away, throwing some more bombs at him. And the bandage action comes out. The OP bandage, ladies and gentlemen. The kick comes through. Jakku must connect. Sets on a trap though. Very unfortunate plays coming out here. Dead gets into a full camouflage. Jakku doesn't see him. Spamming Arcane. And gets him out. Jakku into a full stun, blinks out, dropping super low, popping those shields fast as he can. The bleeds are taking, the poison's taking as well. Off the temporal shield, one of the last cooldowns being used. Not sure if Jakku gets his ice block soon. The pet has a big sword and slashing him with the stun. Jakku not being able to come out of the stun here and goes down. And Dead is now just flexing on him. Popping that damage aspect of the Eagle and Murder of Crow available as well. Big damage coming through. Mortal Coil interfere maybe taking a lot of damage. Jacob is just going down super fast here. And Dead is just topping himself off. Jacob might be in a lot of trouble. Uses one Hellstone. Gets into a full trap. Dead will now try to bandage, but there's a big Infernal Bodybuilder just smacking him. And down it goes. Hearing the pet, good plays coming out, getting that nice bandage action coming through, but throws a little flamethrower comment action, trying to fear him, but misses. Now getting some stacks off of the pets, fearing it 1 last second. Jacob is getting so low here, not sure if he can win this. Jacob was so confident about this, but he's just getting so low with the Nether Ward. Dead is just chopping him at 1% and down goes Jacob, and the disrespectful planting a big heavy flag on our boy flying Jacob, eating him as well. Oh my goodness. Get the trap on him is a real question. Fear comes out into the pet. Turtle is being used and the mending is used, but it's cancelled. Dead is in a lot of trouble. He might just go floppy mode here. Jacob just trying to get to as much as possible, but Dead trying to cut away, milk the fight. Dead has nowhere to pillar hump. This tome is not enough for him, and the fear is on. The big Casper comes in and Dead goes down. 1-1 boys, 1-1. Dead has his favorite pillar. He's like a pole dancer, basically just dancing around this nice long pillar, popping all the damage onto Zaz. Zara not having anything here. Jacob might be in a lot of trouble, taking so much damage. Jacob is already at 40% health, just dropping so low, 20% health, dude. The big candy heal and unending resolve, trying to get some nice bolt onto Dead. Dead is just taking the most damage here. Very good setup and positioning coming out from Jacob here. Dead getting solo, popping his heal. Jacob is actually doing so much damage here. Dead might be in trouble. Dead just whiffed that bandage. Dead just screwed up big time. And the turtle shell comes out, fearing the pet. Jacob has nothing left as well. This is a battle on the edge right here. Jacob getting solo. He needs to get a cast off though. The big AoE cast. The pet is just slashing with a knife, like back and forth, just stabbing and gushing in his gut. And Jacob goes down, not being able to cast because the pet just killed him. Now Boggy being toxic once again and eating Jacob. Might step into trap, steps on a trap, gets baited. Now Dead will get some nice juicy bandage shield to full health. Action. Jackal's getting Dead into an open field. Might have a big advantage here if he can set up some nice damage here. Arcane missiles coming through. Dead just charges right on. Dead still has heal and turtle shell though. He's just trying to milk as much as he can. There comes the turtle shell. Jackal's so low though at 50% health. Dead will have to bandage up as well. Temporal shield is being used. The bandage action is coming. Jackal's doing his best to interrupt the bandage action. And then now pops his damage aspect of the eagle. Jackal's might be in a lot of trouble here. Spamming the shield. Jackal's spamming shield, trying to live through this damage and kite away much as possible. 9% health, lives through. Dead's in a lot of trouble too here. Trinket stab root. Jackal's trying to kite away. 10% health, 9%. Dead is so low and Dead might just drop down and down goes Dead. No pillars available. Dead is now complaining, asking for a rematch. Will Jackal's give him a rematch though? But I honestly thought Jackal's was gonna lose there. I won 2 times back to back. He just won 1. It's still 2-1. Pro. Mage opening up with the poly on Dead, setting up a fat damage with the trinket and arcane power, but Dead is just kiting away. He doesn't want to be dead because he's dead already. Jackal's still has a lot of damage potential, gets that stun but blinks out. Aspect of Eagle's out, but Aspect of Eagle not doing anything here. Jackal's just absorbing all that damage with those fatty shields. He needs to stand that much as possible. Jackal's just fighting like is he a mage or a warrior? The mage is just charging into that hunter. Face to face, throwing like magic powder in his face, like eat this arcane dust, you bad boy. And Dead doesn't want that. He's just running away all day long. This mage just trying to catch him. Polymorph comes in. Jackal's trying to get there once more, but will step on a trap if he does go to the right side. Not knowing, popping the temporal shield, blinks over that trap. What a godly play coming out from Jackal's. Dead is just running away. He doesn't want any of this arcane powder on his face. They're just cutting maximum range, waiting for those cooldowns to get out and stop Dead's here. Arcane missile through the pillars. Dead might be in a lot of trouble too, but Jackal's as well. Murderer Crows on him. Dead dropping to 26%. Jackal's just charging in fast as possible. The displacer comes through. Dead trying to do his best to juke through, but the blink, double blink action into polymorph the pet. Dead trying to cut away and maybe get some more bandage action going with the trap. Loving those bandages. This kid uses like 10 bandages in 10 seconds. Dead bandaging once more, but the blink comes through to try and stop it. Gotta keep that nether tempest up at all time so you can knock at that bandage action going. Dead is dropping low. Dead pops his heal right there. Jackal's dropping fairly low as well, spamming those shields. He's in the open field. Dead not in the best position right now. Jackal's doing the most damage as well. The big traits will be cooldown. Who will use Ice Block first? Well, he doesn't have Ice Block. Dead still has Turtle Shell though. The mending bandage action coming through. Jackal's in a freeze trap, but his fatty shield is up, absorbing all that damage. Dead gets a camouflage and gets away. Jackal's still specified and does find it. Temporal shield is up. The big shields are going through. Dead is continuing to pill the hump, and the polymorph goes to the pet. Jackal's just trying to catch up. Has a displacer, he could maybe potentially juke, and the juke does come through. Can he get a Frost Nova? Frost Nova does get through, but Feint this and gets out. Jackal's just dropping fairly low here, spamming the shields once more, trying to drag that boy out. Come to the open field so I can throw these magic powders at you, but Dead's a little smart, does not go out from his safety zone from the box. The Aspect of Eagle is out, the big damage. Jackal's will have to kite this damage, but says no, I'm not gonna kite this. Spam shields and just throws these magical damage into Dead. Dead has to pop Turtle Shell, uses bandage but fails because there was a nether tempest on him. Jackal's now popping temporal shield. If the temporal shield pops, he might get the win here. They're both so low. Gets that temporal shield, 9% health heal. Dead is at 15% versus 19%. Dead trying to get a cheeky bandage once more, but the trinket comes out, gets into camouflage. Camouflage healing fairly quick here, up to 30% from 10% here. Jackal's now still spamming that prismatic shield. Dead just getting so low. He's desperate for heals or trap or anything. Perhaps his pet can finish Jackal's, but Jacker spamming that shield. Must spam shield harder. It's breaking too fast now. Dead very low. No focus available. Jacker solo and dies with 2% health. Let's see this monk. I hunt him mainly. Wow, Dead coming out strong. Saying he hunts monks for breakfast. Can you believe that, chat? He eats them for breakfast. People spamming some no mods here. Getting some complaints. The full leg sweep comes into Dead. Monk trying to show some action. Let's change this real fast. Holy Jesus Christ. Dead is taking the most fatty damage, dropping away to 50% health. Monkar trying to catch up over here, playing that fatty orc class. Zug popping 45 through. Monkar getting fairly low here, popping Karma, spamming some Vivify heals, stepping in the trap here. Monkar's a little Monka S right now, no more cooldowns, only as Vivify. Monkar getting fairly low here into Fist of Fury. And teleport 7% health, trying to Vivify heal. Is this really Monkar, the rank 1 monk, or is this someone else? Dead just now charging in, trying to finish the fight. Dead getting fairly low as well, and down goes Monkar. Monkar, what is this? He was telling me he's gonna beat up everyone. And down he goes, and Monkar went offline just now. Stun coming on Monkar, big damage is coming from Dead as well. Popping Fortifying Brew early, good place coming up from Monkar. Monkar already at 45% health. His damage is a lot. Leg sweep into Touch of Death. Dead might have to do something about this. Karma as well. Monkar just dropping so low. Monkar now trying to cut away, maybe get some heals off, topping himself with those fatty Vivify heals. But his cooldowns were all used right there. Monkar now just beating up that pet up using some trap kick over there. Steps on a trap. Just gets out. Dead at 50% health right now. Popping that Ring of Peace. Never seen before. Monkar just charging him. Monkar has a heads up. His skill's very strong. Know that if Fuse is gone and Vivifies the new heal and Vivify heals like a champion. Karma is out. Serenity as well. Big damage is coming through. Dead is getting fairly low here. Might have to bandage up. That Karma action is stopping him. Monkar might be in the lead here. Getting some Vivify. Camouflage is on. Mending bandage action as well. The full stun into Monkar. Monkar might be in a lot of trouble. No outs here. But a full leg sweep trinket comes out from Dead. 3% Monkar. If the crab just slashes him once, might get a kill. But Crab's getting Ring of Peace over there in the back. Dead suddenly at 70% health. Not sure how that nice juicy hunter heal. Monkar getting so low now with Fortifying Brew. 15%, no more teleport heal as well. Dead just charging, steps on a trap, gets out from the pet, 5% damage, 1% and down goes Monkar. GG's coming in. Dead planting the flag with the disrespect, and Monkar leaves the arena immediately. $10 million. Yo, meme guy, add me on B-Tag. What other class you play? I play Monk, I play Rogue, I play Demon Ender, I play DK. Play a little bit of everything. But I'm not good. Just a casual player. That's his damage, so I'm lightning it. Easy clap, boys. GG.